Hello, I'm Dr. Priya Hassan, and I'm today going to talk about something that's very much in the news. I'm sure you've heard about the second moon that NASA confirms Earth now has a second moon until the year 2083. So let's call this Earth's fickle companion, and let's today talk about the truth about this temporary second moon. Now, if you look up at the sky, the moon appears constant, unwavering companion of the Earth. But what about this other companion? This one is a temporary companion. Okay, so this was actually detected by the Pan-STARRS. You can see the telescope down here, and the Pan-STARRS is basically made to actually look for transient objects, which includes asteroids and various such objects which are there in the sky. And what they did is they detected this, called it 2025 PN7. And what you see is that this is what we'd actually call a quasi-moon. Okay, so like we know, our moon has a size which is, it's a round object. It is a big sized object, and it occupies a part in the sky. It's permanently going around the Earth. It is our natural satellite, right? But these objects, which we are calling quasi-moons, these are much smaller objects, okay? About the latest updated size is about 5 to 6 kilometers for this one. And these ones are actually kind of accompanying the Earth while the Earth is going around the sun. These are not satellites of the Earth, so they are what we call quasi-moons, right? So if you actually see this object, the calculations of its orbit tell us that it had come into the solar system. It's come inside over here, and now it's about at this location, and it's going to kind of go along with the Earth. It's going to go around the sun, but like I said, it's not going around the Earth. So it will accompany the Earth while it goes around the sun till about 2083, so for many years. But this is a very small object, so you're obviously not going to see it with your naked eye the way we see the moon, because the moon is huge. This one is just a few kilometers across. It can be only detected with very special telescopes like Pan-STARRS, etc. And so that's the orbit of this object. Now, why is this of interest? This is of interest because in today's times, we have what is called the Planetary Defense Coordination Office. In the sense, we are actually looking for objects which are possible hazardous objects which can actually hit the Earth and cause an impact. It's like the impact which wiped out the dinosaurs. So that's the Planetary Defense Office, and that's their job. So one of the newest telescopes which we actually have to be doing this job is what is called the Vera Rubin telescope here, which you can see in the background. And this is soon getting operational, and this one is actually going to look for transients. It's a huge telescope, 8.5 meters, and it's going to look for this, and we would actually then plan our line of defense. Now, you must have heard about the DART mission. I had an earlier video on that. And that was a mission that if we have such a hazardous object, we do not need to actually blow it up, right? The best thing to do is to just give it a slight nudge so that we change its orbit. And that is exactly what was done in the DART mission, that a nudge was given to the satellite of an asteroid, and we measured how did it get deflected. And as long as it is deflected, then there's no hazard for the Earth. So that's the purpose of actually monitoring it. The other reason why this object is very interesting is that this could have formed through two methods. One could be, is it an early solar system object? Then it can actually have imprints on it of the early solar system, which will give us good insights into understanding the origin of the solar system. The other thing which is most possible is that this is an asteroid that was actually, caught by the Earth. And in that case also, these are also interesting objects to be seeing and studying it. So in today's times now, with all our good specialized telescopes and good computational techniques, etc., what we are going to see is very soon we will detect many, much more objects. This is just the beginning. We are definitely going to be observing many more such objects, again, when the Vera Rubin telescopes comes into action and various other telescopes which are already there. And therefore, these fickle temporary moons, like this one which we are talking about, 2025 PN7, there are going to be many more such objects. And they are all interesting objects, like I told you, to observe, to study the early solar system, as well as to actually track their orbits and see. So this is the beginning of a new era of a lot of these discoveries, which are going to happen very soon. Looking forward to them all. Thank you.